Alright, so the houses. Quickly, we have to read the description.
Okay.
Read 5 and then I'll read 5. Don't, hand back and forth.
Alright, number A is Stranger Things. Number A is Stranger. This one is where the Shining Queue was last year. So it's in the music courtyard.
It's one of the sound stages.
The music
jeez.
It's in the sound stages where either where AHS or the Shining was last year.
So, most people on the face of the planet have seen Stranger Things. Halloween Horror Nights takes you deep inside the haunting world of Stranger Things. The Demogorgon is hunting in our world now.
Ooh.
Then we have Carnival Graveyard, Rest in Pieces, and that one is in the soundstage behind. Oh, it's in the one with the queue in Fallon.
Ooh, it's a whole.
So that's where the Fallen was last year.
Oh, I keep exiting the picture, and it says caramel coated carnivals of yesteryear have died, but something sinister has festered.
Oh, fix your eyes, woman.
No, it's blurry.
Festered.
Has festered, waiting for waiting to torment those who trespass upon their salvage yard. Cool.
Salvage.
Number C. C is Scary Tales, and this is where Dead Waters was last year, and it said the Wicked Witch of the West has cursed the land of the fairies. Mm-hmm. Twisted, beloved stories beyond recognition. There are no fairy tale endings here. D is Poltergeist, and that is The Mummy?
Number D.
The Mummy Q. Poltergeist, and it says, restless spirits have overrun the infamous house atop a cemetery and will lure you
I don't want to be
into a place between life and death. Don't get lost in the light. How many was that? That was 4. And then E.
Same location Blumhouse was in last year.
Oh yeah, is Blumhouse.
Again.
The horrors of Blumhouse. It says, witness a college student try and break the murderous cycle of Happy Death Day and enter the brutal world of the first purge.
Okay, so the other 5 are Slaughter Cinema, which is in F, which is where Scarecrow was last year. That says, it's showtime at the local drive-in, where you don't just catch a movie, the movie catches you. When the credits roll, heads roll. The next one is Dead Exposure, which is where Hive was last year. And that says, fear will infect you, plunging you into darkness against a plague of swarming, fast-moving zombies.
Best house.
The next one is Seeds of Extinction, and that one looks like it's in the Barney queue.
I love the Barney queue.
Which there was no house there last year.
At least there was no queue through it.
Right. Humanity is extinct, wiped out by an cataclysmic meteor. In this wake, something monstrous has taken root. Then we have Trick or Treat, which is in where Ash vs. Evil Dead was last year, so by E.T. And that's this terrifying house is breaking all the rules on our Halloween tradition. And lastly, we have Halloween 4, which is in the Shrek queue where Saw was last year. And it's Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers. Evil has returned in an all-new house. Michael Myers is unstoppable, and there's nowhere to hide.
Party.
All right.
Alrighty.
So, Daniel, you can start the houses from 10.
Big surprise. I'm least excited for Blumhouse.
Get over it.
What?
Get over it.
I'm least excited for it. I think the movies that they picked are stupid. I'm done with The Purge. It just... Universal keeps jerking off The Purge thing, and it needs to stop.
Okay.
It's an easy scare.
It's just so overdone. It's like... I'm over it.
It's literally the equivalent of The Walking Dead at this point.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone. Universal Orlando is going to have a Purge scare attraction, coming soon. I guarantee.
Hollywood does.
They're gonna get rid of Shrek and just do The Purge.
Yeah, for real. But I'm not. Shrek. I can't get into it. I'm sorry. And Happy Death Day was not scary, and
you haven't seen the first Purge. So.
A big baby-faced man is not going to be terrifying.
Or they're the Bayside Babies, or whatever they were.
I don't even remember.
There was something stupid like that.
Just dumb.
It's my birthday! I hope that's blasting the entire house.
Now, with that said, if it is going to be a comedy house, I will be okay with it. But if it's not...
It won't be a comedy house with the first Purge.
Well, then, fuck it.
Okay, Ashley.
Mine is Seeds of Extinction. What is this? plants and humans. Like, what?
Why not?
Feed me,
If you want live
Yes.
plants,
This
go
is gonna be a
go
feed me.
bunch
coral
of
reef
Audrey 2s.
diving.
A bunch of Audrey 2s.
Honestly, if Audrey 2 is not in there, I will leave.
We're just gonna have to walk through a bunch of Audrey 2s singing "Feed Me" the entire time.
I will do it.
If you don't know what that is,
Pay me.
Get into
Please
musical
watch.
theater.
Please watch.
Get cultured.
But yeah, like it's just
We're just watching a
why
movie.
I don't understand where they got the idea for this and why it made it. Okay, that's it.
Wow.
Uh,
You just don't like it.
my number 10 is Seeds of Extinction because why? There was a house a couple years ago. I think I listened to the Catacombs of Halloween Horror Nights. It's a podcast, and they talked about one that was like a greenhouse that just killed everybody or something like that. And this sounds exactly like that to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I feel like it's either gonna be zombies with like plants growing out of the zombies, or it's gonna be like a bunch of plant puppets. I feel like they could do something cool with a puppet. If they do a puppet, but I don't know.
Mine's Carnival Graveyard. Mostly because it just like the description seemed vague and like it just kind of felt like there wasn't a whole lot to go on. It's like, you know, I don't know. I feel like they're just adding graveyard to Carnival, and Carnival's already an easy like creepy thing. Like, so it just doesn't feel original or anything.
Yes, it's vague. But the most vague house last year was the one that scared me the most.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, then it's got a lot of potential.
The Hive?
I'll give it that. It's got a lot of
Yeah,
potential.
that's true. Hive, we went in like, this isn't scary. Literally, in the vlog, we go, it's going to be the least scary. And
Yeah.
then we shit our pants.
Okay.
It was so good.
I'll keep my
I
mind
don't
open.
remember it.
If anything, it's got a lot of
very
potential
upsetting.
because I have low expectations.
Well,
so
Max
it's
has
not,
also never been, so he has no
There you
idea
go.
what
Fair
to
enough.
expect.
Fair
We'll see. We'll
And
see.
then it's an OP and an original property. Most people
Rise to the challenge, Carnival. Sorry.
Most people like IP's better because they know the properties.
There you
So
go.
it makes sense.
There you go.
What's your number 9?
Oh, I gotta keep going. Shoot. Scary Tales. Oh, y'all are mad at me, huh? Well,
Why are we taking him?
y'all.
No, let's hear his reason. It could be a good reason. Let's go.
I don't really have a good
You
reason.
broke
I
it.
don't really have a good
Um,
reason.
Broke
No,
it.
it's I was running out of places to put things on the
So it
list.
went in 9.
I don't know, dude.
Out of 10.
I think it's just because it's all the stuff I already know about. You know, I want to see something new. I don't know.
Okay.
If anything, that's why I would do that.
Alright.
Honestly, not against it. Not against the idea. It's a
When
good
we
idea.
come
It's just things
back-
I already know about.
When we come back and film the post-event
Watch, I
video,
will totally have changed.
we're gonna play this clip right here.
My tune will change.
And Max is
And
probably
all of
gonna be
our
like-
reactions just like.
I'm sure my tune will change.
Just zoom in. It's like,
Daniel broke. He was broken.
My number 9 is Halloween 4 because I haven't seen it, and also I've never found Michael Myers scary.
That's not a good reason.
No, I haven't. Like, it's a guy in a mask with a knife. Yeah, if he came after me, I would
Shit.
scream. But like the concept of
You-
it doesn't.
you will.
Think about what you just
I will
said.
He will come
I will
after you
scream.
with a knife.
Just a guy with a knife.
But
Big deal.
I don't know. Maybe if I watch a movie, I just feel like Halloween has had its time
Yeah.
at horror nights, and I feel like it's time to not do it for a little bit because they just did it 2 years ago with Halloween 2, which was a great house. Apparently, I didn't get to see it, but everyone loved it. Yeah, so that's my number 9.
My number 9 is Carnival Graveyard because they will undoubtedly be fucking clowns.
You just put Killer Clowns as.
Killer clowns are not like creep, like Carnival Graveyard. Dead
I'll hold her.
decrepit clowns. Okay, if you have seen the movie, you know these clowns literally just walk around and shoot you and look at you and then apparate out into nowhere. They're not scary in Killer Clowns
the
from Outer
trademark for
Space.
J.K. Rowling, you're gonna get fined.
Is that your only reason?
That's
for
already what
clowns?
you did.
Clowns,
clowns.
yeah, because it sounds like a
'Cause
great
clowns.
house. Other than that, but clowns, so no.
Yeah.
All right.
Would have been my number 10, but why Seeds of Extinction?
That was 9.
Anyway, so my number 9 is also Halloween for pretty much all the reasons that you said. I liked the house in, what was it, 2 years ago?
26.
In 26. It was one of the better houses. My opinion overall for that entire year was fairly low compared to what I was expecting. But then 27 very quickly corrected that because now I'm like all about it. But yeah, so I'm hoping that it's worth it, but it's also where Saw was last year, and Saw was not
It's
good.
the shortest. It's the shortest area for a maze. It's in a Shrek theater.
Felt like it
Yeah,
was
it's
an eternity.
yeah, and
Yes.
Saw was probably
That
my
was
least
our-
favorite.
That was
Yeah.
all of our least favorite.
Our
last
least favorite
year.
houses. Yes.
Well,
So yeah.
yes.
My number 8 is Seeds of Extinction.
Okay.
Same reason.
Why?
Plants.
I mean, like, well, obviously, I have my own reasons for the last two, which were Blumhouse and Halloween, and it just seems like it could easily be great, or it could easily be bad. It could just kind of go any way. It doesn't really seem like there's a strong path that it's on. However, if Man and Bush decides to make a
Oh, it's gonna be 1,000 men.
Man.
then number one.
This is number
It's
one.
Number one.
It's Men in Bush at
Men
this point.
in Bush.
Man in
Why
Bush
is it
is
by Men in Black?
Groups in
I don't
Bush.
know.
MIB.
That was a
man.
miss.
Group
That was a
in
miss
No,
up
Bush.
too.
that's not.
No, that's Blumhouse.
Cult in Bush.
Man in Bush. Remember Ashley? Man in Bush. Man in Bush.
I hate everything.
So when we were in Dead Waters last year, I said, Ashley, remember there's a man in Bush right, and as I'm saying that, he jumps out, and I'm done.
I hated it. Dead Waters was just a mess.
Number 8.
Number
Oh my
8
Was that the
minus.
squishy one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Was
Was
the
that
squishy one.
the squishy one?
That's how she described
I
it.
tell him little
Yes.
details, and he remembers.
Yes. No, I
Alright.
love that. I love that.
My number 8 is Slaughter
Gross.
Cinema. I spelled that wrong. Sienna. Slaughter Sienna.
That works. That works.
I like the
It's a filter
concept.
coming to Instagram next year.
But I feel like it's gonna be more of like a comedy house than anything, and I want. Like,
Oh, it's for sure the comedy house.
yeah, but like.
It's either the comedy house or the blood house.
And like the movies that they picked, like,
It
is there
could be
gonna be?
gory,
Is it a giant baby?
Maybe.
Just everywhere.
It's just the extra baby
it's
masks.
like
from
Chucky
Blumhouse.
2.0.
Right.
They're
But they're
literally
all
cast
directed.
changes.
They're all
just-
directed by Jack.
I know. I'm clown.
Okay.
Again, Jack is
Clown.
awesome, but clown.
Okay.
But yeah,
Clown.
the movies are the they picked like the weirdest things. So I'm excited to see babies. They're probably just gonna be baby dolls like
It's
everywhere.
gonna smell like
Oh,
babies.
as long as it doesn't
Ew.
smell like the
It's gonna
freaking
smell like
the
the-
torture chamber.
shit
I'm
It's gonna
happy.
smell like Spalding's room from AHS last year. in
Like
Colorado.
shit diapers?
No, it smelled like baby
Spalding.
powder.
No, shit
Oh,
diapers
that's not
was
bad.
the torture chamber
For
from
the
Coven.
torture chamber from Coven, Madam.
Oh,
I know what you're
Madam
talking about.
Lawler. Yeah.
No, I gagged. I
That's
almost
bad.
vomited.
No, poop smell is one of the few smells that gets me.
But it wasn't poop.
I
It
would
was
hope
like
so.
rotting flesh.
No, it was
Oh,
poop.
God.
But it was also
It was feces.
Whatever it
It
was.
was disgusting.
Whatever
Okay.
it was, those kind of smells don't.
My number 8 is Dead Exposure Patient 0. Because
I love zombies. dare
zombies have been done 1,001 times at Halloween Horror Nights. Even though this is a prequel house to a house from a couple years ago, which I think is awesome because they released like the series of postcards from this girl who was on her honeymoon in Paris when the disease broke out. So I think the backstory is interesting. I just feel like the zombies are either going to be really bad or they're going to be really good.
Mm.
And they also said that most of the house is like completely dark, and I don't fuck around with the dark.
Aw.
So I don't know if my eyes will be open to that one.
With that said, there's always going to be a zombie house. You realize?
Well, I know, but I
Yeah.
feel like we need
They're
a
easy.
pause from zombies for a second.
Okay, but when you're doing 10 houses,
I might love it. It might be my favorite. Doubt it, but it might.
no, we all know which house is going to be your favorite.
Do we? Because I bet you my number one's gonna shock you.
Number
As
one
you
will
were-
shock you.
As you were, Maxwell, with
So-
number 8.
So before I read it, I just want you to know I love you.
Oh no.
I didn't think this through.
Oh no.
no.
Number 8 for me is Trick or Treat.
He put Scary Tales as 9.
My God.
And Trick or
You
Treat.
sleeping on the couch tonight.
I wasn't thinking.
You said
it
8
through.
or 7?
8.
You sleeping on the
Okay.
No, just explain.
Hey, I'm
He
not-
hasn't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, I'm chalking it up to ignorance. I haven't seen it. I don't know much about it. What I know about it is like not grabbing me like as a house goes. I'm happy to watch it with you, but I just don't know if the house is gonna be that scary.
Mm.
So yeah, I'll chalk it up to ignorance. Don't hate me.
I don't hate you. I can't wait for the house to scare the
Oh, I
pants off
can't
you.
wait. I can't wait.
Sam's gonna, Pumpkin Sam's gonna. Ooh.
I don't know much
He's gonna
about it. That's
punch
my main
Pumpkin
reason
Sam.
for putting it low.
Okay.
I'm
What's your
Sam's an
number
angel.
7?
Oh yeah, Slaughter Cinema is my 7.
No, keep.
Any reaction to that one?
You already broke my heart.
Should I-
It's okay. Keep
Oh
going.
my god. Okay.
I'm kidding. Go. It's
All
fine.
right.
It's
I'll try to
just
get-
horror nights.
Oh, that's it. Right.
Mm.
Right. That thing you've been ranting about since we met.
Oh.
I'm messing with.
He's right.
That thing.
But
It is.
that
It
thing.
is.
It's not a thing. It's a religious experience.
It's a way of life. So
Honestly.
yeah, so 7.
You're technically little
Slaughter.
Mr. HHN now by association.
So I think Slaughter's gonna be a fun one. I'm starting to get a little more optimistic as we go up the thing. So Slaughter might be fun. I don't put it high up there because it's B movies. I don't know if that could fly or not. It'll be fun. Huh?
It's okay. No.
I think it'll be fun though.
Okay.
It'll be funny, and I think it'll be interesting, and I think it'll get gory because they just have an opportunity to
And Slaughter.
go crazy with
7's
the
like a D
blood syrup.
out of 10.
Exactly. So I'm like,
C
it
minus.
could be fun, but I don't know if I put a lot
See,
of
we
hope.
barely passed school.
Okay.
Hey, D's get. No, they don't.
Diplomas?
Do D's get?
I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
I graduated with like a 2.3.
Okay.
So.
My number 7 is Poltergeist because I haven't seen the movie and I don't know. I feel like this is like the area where it's like it could be really good, it could be really bad, and I don't know. Everyone's told me Poltergeist is like a thriller. It's not really like a scary movie.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
all I know.
That's fair.
So it's number 7. I don't hate it. I just don't know it.
It's also about the visuals.
My 7 is Halloween 4. I really enjoy slasher movies. I don't like jump scares. I'm more of like a suspense, like keep me guessing type of thing.
Mm.
All slasher movies are
I love
that.
it.
So I'm into Halloween.
Okay. I love Halloween.
Freaking bats, man.
Freaking bats.
Freaking bats.
Freaking
They
bats.
just spit
And they
everywhere.
And I like that they're literally saying forget all the sequels.
What do you mean?
Because for this one, for Halloween 4, because there's been like 700
Right,
sequels.
there have been quite a few.
So they're literally just like everything after 3, forget about it.
I just think it's interesting that they're not doing the new one.
Right,
I
thought
also-
this was-
because it's not out yet, maybe.
No, actually,
It'd be a
Halloween
good
4 came
promo.
out in '89 or something like that.
I
We
don't
googled
remember
it.
anymore. Oh, because the Halloween came out like every 3 months. Anyway, yeah.
Halloween comes every year.
I like the original. So, can't be that far off.
Why
Um,
not?
sorry, that was your 7?
Yeah.
7? Okay. So yeah, my 7 is Dead Exposure. Because zombies. And that's really
Everybody hating on
it.
my dead exposure.
My number 6 is Poltergeist because it is a thriller. I would say it's more of a thriller than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it has never really been one of my favorite movies. I do think that the recent remake, whenever it came out, which was maybe 2 years ago or something like that, was better in some ways and worse in some ways. But I think there's a lot of potential for them to do really cool scares, like that damn clown doll. That's
I forgot about that.
yeah.
I'm changing my
Lots. There's so many clowns for you this year. And if they don't have the little creepy medium lady, then I quit.
But they had Myrtle playing the freaking theremin. I think they can have
Yes,
Yeah.
Mara.
Yeah.
All right, Ashley. Six.
My number 6,
Murder.
I'm gonna switch it. It was something else, but now it's gonna be Poltergeist
No take backs.
because of that damn clown. I haven't seen Poltergeist straight through. I've seen like parts of it. Yeah, that clown. Sorry. And what he said, but that
Nah.
clown.
My number 6 is Blumhouse of Horrors, or The Horrors of Blumhouse, whatever. Because I liked Happy Death Day. I didn't think it was scary. I thought it was funny.
Uh-huh.
And I can't wait for that baby. 'Cause it's my birthday.
If someone doesn't pop up
Um,
with a phone that's playing that, I'll
And
cry.
then we saw the first Purge, and I loved it, and I
was
hated
pretty
the
decent.
Purge. I hated the movie, the
I
first
need to
Purge
watch
movie.
it, but
But there are so many characters from the first Purge that are gonna make for like terrifying scare actors that it's gonna be scary. Like it's because there's so many people from that movie that scare the crap out of you. It's gonna be scary. You heard it here first, guys.
It's gonna be scary.
It's gonna be fit.
Tagline.
Jessica.
Halloween.
Universal's
can
gonna
we
use it
even
on
say
stage.
horrifying?
They're gonna use it on a pamphlet. This one girl, Jessica, says. 6.
That bitch named Chuck Tree.
Seeds of extinction. Now I know. What's the deal with plants and people? But I was in Little Shop of Horrors when I was in high school,
Same.
and I played the plant.
Oh,
So I
can't
just
say
have-
that.
I have a special I have a special connection to scary
Plants.
agriculture.
Scary plant.
But what if
Scagri-
Audrey
scagriculture.
wasn't in there?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm into it. I think it's cool. It's a cool idea. Plants eating people might be
Okay.
cool. If that happens, I really hope it happens. But yeah, so 5 is Halloween 4 because I just thought it was like a good baseline, like 1 through 10. Like it's like Halloween 4. It's like, you know, we all know Halloween. We all know the scary guy with the mask and the stabbing. Like it's a good like,
Stick up the mask and stabbing.
you know, it's like right through the middle. It's
You know,
like,
that guy.
you know,
You might,
it's just
you might
scary
call him
enough.
Mike.
Just
talking
scary
about
enough to
Psycho?
set the standard.
No, we're talking about Grumpy Cat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why it's 5.
Grumps.
Because I'm not super excited.
My number
I'm not mad
5
at it.
is gonna. I'm gonna get killed for this. Stranger Things.
Bitch.
God, attack!
So, look, my kid's on the back of my shirt.
Wait a second, guys. I haven't seen it.
You
She's seen some of it.
have had years.
Okay,
Literal
I have
years.
watched
Like
the
a year
first
and a
3 episodes.
Right?
It's like
when
the office.
garbage.
nothing
It's-
happens.
Yes, it's like the office.
Garbage
the
right
office
now.
takes forever to start going.
I'm going to watch season 1
Well,
before we go.
I'll advocate.
I'm going to watch it.
Thank you.
I'll advocate because as
Please share
someone
your feelings
who-
in the comments.
Diss track someone, please. Make
Shut
a diss
up.
track.
But it might be
Thumbs
one of my
this
favorites.
up if you don't like Jessica's opinion.
It might be one of my favorites.
Smash that motherfucker.
I just haven't watched it, guys.
Smash.
All right, Ashley, you're number 5 before I
My
get
number
attacked.
five is Dead Exposure. Because the first year I went in 25, the Walking Dead house, literally, I got so scared that I tripped over a barrel and I almost fell on the ground.
How'd you miss a barrel?
Yeah, I
That's a
ran.
theme with you two.
I ran into a barrel.
Falling.
Did you
Yeah.
do a barrel?
And, like-
I fell on a wall.
So like
Thank
I'm
you.
hoping they do some of the elements that they did with The Walking Dead where like they have like the slanted hallways. Even though I hated the slanting hallways, but the slanted
Oh, I like
hallway
the idea
in
of
Walking
that.
Dead had like zombies at the bottom, so
I like
when you were slanting, you were forced like kind of like had to walk that way.
I like that.
That was the same thing in Dead Waters.
But Dead Waters, there weren't people the whole hallway. It was
No,
just
there
that
wasn't.
It makes you
loser
feel much
at
more
the end.
trapped.
But Ashley screaming.
And Daniel falling against
No,
the
but
wall and
when
taking
it was just us. We went through Dead Waters. We get to the end of the hallway and Ashley
I
waits.
stopped a little
She
bit.
waits until
I
there's a
walked
gap so she can run.
past
Oh
So
my
it.
she
God.
goes, K-pop. And I'm like,
I was like, we're going.
abort. Okay, sorry.
But yeah, Dead Exposures, it's zombies. I don't know how much more they can do. I just like that it's going to be kind of dark like Hive was. And I don't really remember Hive. I just remember screaming a lot.
I'm
So
so scared.
That means it was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daniel.
And T-Way. So my number 5 is Carnival Graveyard because I love carnivals. I love.
It's cute.
Great.
I love. Well, I like creepy.
Rust.
I like
All
circus
of us.
stuff. Like Freak Show was one of my favorite American Horror Story seasons. So probably like right after Coven. But yeah. So I'm excited for
right
that.
after
So yeah. And I kind of hope
Good
they.
joke.
I know that they're saying that it's a an 80s kind of overlay on everything, but I
Yeah.
kind of hope
That one
kind
isn't.
of I'm kind of hoping that one's a little bit more like turn of the century,
Yeah.
like burlesque-y, because I love that shit.
Mm.
Anyway,
Three nipple titty bitches.
4.
Yeah.
my number 4 is Trick or Treat, and I have still not seen the movie, but I'm going to.
Get out.
You can shut it.
Oh.
I haven't seen 2 movies.
You haven't seen like all of them except Trick or Treat.
I've been just seeing myself. No.
You
I
should saw
see
yourself at
Both
it. Number
of the
10,
Blumhouse
honey.
movies.
That hurts.
I saw one of
I
those.
tried.
I've seen both.
I saw one of them with you.
I know. As you were.
Anyway,
Trick or treat. Go.
Jeez.
So Trick or
The
Treat is
shade
my
is
number
like
4
hanging out of the air.
because I really loved the Scare Zone last year, and yeah,
That's about it.
That's it.
so I'm happy to see them do a kind of like a lesser known movie
I'm okay.
as a house.
Yeah. A cult movie. Or it's
Okay.
cults, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Trey Ashley, 4.
No, he has to go to another one.
No, those were 2.
She
Carnival
That was
Graveyard and
spouse.
Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Blumhouse. Dose.
Blum to the who's. Bloomhouse.
Only because I
Blumhouse.
didn't expect Blumhouse to be so freaking scary last year, and I almost cried.
Oh, so you try not to
When
sleep
she had
on
to
it
go
this time.
through
Oh.
with her eyes open
Because I
without
was
you
leading,
there.
and Bagul popped out from both sides and literally had me shook so nasty that I stood in place until they left.
Wait, were you
The
actually
Insidious lady literally came for you though.
She literally, I was like this, and she like made sure to get eye level with
Ashley,
me
literally,
as I was like this.
my eyes are closed. I
It
feel
was
the
the
backpack like a freaking dolphin go, and I'm going with it, and I'm just like, what are we doing?
That's
And
scary.
she's like, the lady in black. I was like,
And all I remember from when we went is Darth Maul's hand coming out from the sheets.
Oh my
While
god.
we were walking, and then the ending.
Jeez.
The ending was literally like Ashley just run to the light.
Beautiful.
But
Was it
yeah,
your fourth?
I'm not like a big fan of Happy Death Day,
I love
and I've never seen the first Purge.
It's my
But I
birthday.
very much enjoyed the house last year, and I had very low expectations for it. So
My number 4 is Carnival Graveyard. Rest in pieces.
Mm.
Because I like carnival. Well, I like creepy things, and I feel like a creepy carnival is gonna scare the crap out of her, and I'm not gonna be the one laughing
I'm
at.
just gonna feel the ground shake.
Let's just hope she gets more scared than you.
But also, they've shown set pieces and stuff for this, and it looks insane. And I'm so excited to. I'm just excited. And they're gonna the carnies are gonna have pieces of the rides coming out of them. They said.
Ooh.
I'm into
Ooh.
that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm so excited.
Fuck it.
Yeah, so
Hopefully
that
the
The
just
makeup for I hope we get to go through that
that
for the tour.
Ooh, yeah.
Same.
I'm into it.
4. Stranger Things. Because I think the Monstars, whatever they call them in the Upside Down.
Demogorgons.
The Demogorgons, yeah.
Monstars? I was thinking of a band.
The Demogorgons.
Demogorgons.
The Demogorgons,
Demogorgon.
the
Yeah.
Kardashians, will, no, I
Same thing.
think they'll just
Oh,
make
I
really
see.
good, I think they'll just make really good, like scare actors or whatever.
Are we getting puppets?
I think they're just
We
gonna
are
be
getting
good for
puppets.
the place, yeah.
We're
gonna
getting
be good for the
puppets
house.
and actor Demogorgons.
I think they're just gonna be really scary in the house, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really
Hollywood
good.
doesn't get puppets. They're only
But there's
scare
only
actors.
one Demogorgon. First.
And I like the idea of the Upside Down, like if they
Mhm.
are able to include both.
But I mean, it can travel.
Well, they are. They said that the
Like
upside
both
down is
dimensions
gonna
of
be in
upside down
But I'm
and
just
like
saying,
non
if we had
like
a
right side
giant
up
puppet that
world,
was
whatever.
multiple Demogorgons,
it. Right side up
Yeah,
world.
I just like
Or
that they'll be
season
able to
2.
split the world. Maybe that'll be really cool.
that I'd be into it. And like
Okay.
the baby Demogorgon.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Poltergeist. Mostly just because it's a classic horror movie, and I just think it would be cool. I don't know what they would do, but maybe it'll be cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Okay.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
My number 3 is Slaughter Cinema. Because 80s slasher flicks. I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm just excited for that one. And because Jack the Clown directed all of them according to the posters that they released. So I'm hoping we're going to see like the Blender from 25.
Oh, I love
From Carnival Carnage. From the stage show, yeah.
The-
The Blender.
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah.
hoping we're going to
Yeah,
maybe see the
that's
Blender,
cool,
maybe see the
yeah.
big ass Saw.
Mm.
I just want
So
to see Jack.
set pieces for the show.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
that. I'd be into
I'm hoping.
Hmm.
Or at least used in like the films that they're projecting.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little like pieces of him.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3 is Scary Tales. I enjoy all that stuff. I enjoy fairy tales, and I enjoy really messed up versions of fairy tales. And Elfie is my queen, my green queen, and I'm excited to see what she gonna do to everybody and what they gonna do to me.
Alphabet.
And when I went in 25, that was Alice in Wonderland had
That was 26.
no,
No, it was
I had
25.
the 3D Alice in
Yeah, you're right.
Wonderland house, and I loved it.
My number 3 is Slaughter Cinema, and
Yeah.
and because I like that they're bringing some Jack back to Horror Nights, because I was originally supposed to go. My first Horror Nights was supposed to be 25, and that was taken away from me. So and that was the last time that we saw Jack at Horror Nights. So I'm happy that I finally get to see some of him in the attraction. So that's going to be really fun, and it sounds really cool. It sounds like a cool concept. And I'm assuming that that's probably going to be at the Comedy House,
I
If-
think so.
Mm-hmm.
just because of the titles. I can't
You
remember what
might
it's.
laugh more at Blumhouse, but this is the intentional comedy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's either. I want to say it's gonna be the Comedy House, but then it also could be the Blood House. But then again, Carnival Graveyard could be the Comedy House or the Blood House as well.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
And then we.
There could be 2 Blood Houses. There's 10 houses this year.
Well, and then remember I was saying that there might be 2 comedy houses. This
Right.
year.
There could be 2 Comedy Houses. We shall see.
Only one way to find
So
out.
many possibilities with 10 houses.
We'll know.
Overwhelmed.
We'll know in a month.
In a month.
My number 2 is the one that was announced today, which is Scary Tales. We have been talking about the rumors, and we've been wanting them. And then when the last few prior to the 2 that we got this week, which was Blumhouse and then Scary Tales, we've kind of been a little wary that we weren't going to see it, but we got it. And it wasn't exactly what we thought, but it's still run by the Wicked Witch, and I love fairy tales and creepy versions of that. We went as like goth Alice in Wonderland and the Mad Hatter for like 3 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all about that. So yeah.
Trashly.
My number 2 is Stranger Things. I love the show. I'm excited that it's the first season, because then I hope they bring season 2 next year, and then season 3 forever and ever. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first season. I saw it when it came out, so I know I've seen it. I can't vividly remember, but I'm excited for the Christmas lights. I'm excited for the frickin' the hallway and just the house in general, with all like the wall stuff that happens, and seeing all the kids. I don't know how they're
Good
gonna
old
do
wall
the kids.
stuff.
Crazy
Without
Winona
giving
Ryder.
stuff away
No,
for her.
they
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder yelling in every
Oh,
scene.
that
They
wall
sent-
stuff.
Shh.
Sorry.
They sent an email today. They cannot find enough actors to play the kids. They literally are taking video submissions.
Holy crap! I figured.
I get like casting emails.
If only we were younger.
Yeah,
only
well,
we were
and like
younger.
under 5'5".
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. It was kind of stupid of them to have Chucky,
Yeah.
as a
Took
scare
all-
zone,
Right.
And
then do Stranger Things,
and
which,
Trick or Treat.
and Trick or
Because
Treat.
all of
Just all
those
this
people need to
kid
be under
shit.
5 feet.
Yeah. All this kid stuff.
That's their problem.
All this
Yeah.
kid stuff.
Figure it out.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see like the entrance to the
This ain't
upside
kid
down, the
Yes.
Demogorgons, like everything. I'm excited.
Oh my god, do you think we're gonna go through the facility and into the entrance?
I
We
think
have
so.
to at least pass
I don't see
it.
why not.
We have to at least pass it.
That would be
And
sick.
if there is no pool scene with Barb,
Right?
done.
Well, fuck Barb.
Justice
What?
for Barb.
I liked Barb.
I don't like Barb. She's annoying. She's a cockblocker.
She's a little bit of a cockblock. I'll do it.
She's still gonna come in the end, so.
Okay.
She did. She did.
Can I shake you all with my number 2?
Let's shake.
Trick or treat.
Because it's Trick or Treat. And
Okay.
y'all thought it was going to be my number 1.
No.
Really? I'm
No,
surprised.
I didn't think.
I'm surprised.
I-
So, yeah, mine's Trick or Treat. That is literally my favorite Halloween movie. I only just saw it last year. But it's not like a mind fuck, but it's like everything like builds and builds and builds, and then like the climax is like amazing. Because then you're like, and then Sam is adorable with the sack on and with the sack off.
Whoa.
Pumpkinhead Sam is
Don't
adorable.
talk about man sack like that.
I'm excited to see the wolf puppets. Like, that's gonna happen. I'm excited to see everything. I'm just excited. I'm not excited for the reservoir scene.
I am.
You
The
haven't
bus.
seen it.
I haven't seen it.
With the bus, because I feel like
Reservoir.
that's gonna be so scary. But that's my number 2. What's your number 2?
Okay.
Just go.
I can't win. It's Blumhouse.
Okay.
That's what he knows.
So it's because of The Purge. I have not seen Death Day. I think it's also a silly one. But what do you call it? Purge was scary. It has a really scary dude in it. Don't want to give it away. But he puts needles on his hands. It's pretty crazy. So, you know, it's cool. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. It's a scary-ish. It's a scary-ish idea. I've always liked that. So, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I can't defend myself
That's
because
okay.
y'all are like, y'all hate me.
What's your number 1?
My number 1's Patient Zero.
Zombies.
The zombies. Because zombies. That's why. I'm going to watch it with her.
It's
Then
not
we
a
can
movie.
really draw a conclusion. What?
It's not a
No,
I
movie.
thought you said watch it.
That's an
No.
original.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said that was a movie.
That's
Oh.
an original.
That's awkward. Which
just
one did you
watched
say
The
you were going to
Walking
see?
Dead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said you were going
Trick
to
or
see
Treat.
something.
You haven't seen Trick or
Oh,
Treat.
okay, cool. Never mind.
Oh.
I'm gonna watch Trick or Treat and educate myself. Maybe it'll move up in the ranks. But yeah, Patient Zero because zombies. I love zombies. I always love
My number one is Scary Tales. And I will give a brief explanation why. When I was about like 11, there was this special on Travel Channel about Halloween Horror Nights, and it was covering the year that the director
the
was,
origin.
or not the director, the caretaker was the icon, and it was like an hour-long special. I recorded that thing and I watched it over and over and over again because of the original Scary Tales house. I thought it was so cool. There was like an Alice in Wonderland scene where there were like dead rabbits everywhere. And it was everything I wanted Halloween to be but was too afraid to see. So the fact that I get to go through a Scary Tales house, now that I'm into Halloween Horror Nights, is everything I ever wanted. There's my brief.
Dreams do come true.
And I'm so excited.
Full circle.
Is this Year of a Million Wishes all over
This is
again?
Year of a Million Wishes, HHN edition.
This is the billionth one.
Trick or Treat house, this 80s, this is my Horror Nights. Our Horror Nights.
28.
28
is the new 27.
is this. I feel like this is the year that Horror Nights like completely changes for me. You guys may go now.
Well, my number one is Trick or
This
Treat.
is it.
Because I love Trick or Treat. I love the Scare Zone. The Scare Zone was great. It was scary, but it was also very beautiful. And I want more pumpkins in my life, and I want more Sam in my life, and I want the Reservoir Kids to actually get some justice other than walking around and people
Paper
not
bag
knowing
head.
what the hell they were. I want to actually see that. I'm very jealous because Hollywood gets a Scare Zone and the house, and the how they said that they're gonna have the Rock Quarry as a photo op in Hollywood.
Wow.
You'll have a photo op with Sam and with the Rock Quarry kids in the Rock
That's
Quarry.
cool.
Yeah. So I'm very jealous.
The Rock
And
Quarry
I
from
want-
Shane.
Granted, we did have a
No, from
Scare Zone last year.
from Trick
So
or
it's not really a
Yeah.
disservice to us, but for people
I
who
know,
have
but
not,
like they get like the Rock Quarry kids.
I
If
know
you
all
didn't
stuff.
see the movie, you
I haven't
had
seen the
no.
movie yet.
So like in
We're
the,
gonna watch it.
So during opening
Maybe we should.
ceremonies, like we were confused as to who the freaking girl we were I forgot.
She's going through it.
What are you saying? You
Think
crashed.
about what you need to say.
I literally
Think about
was
it.
sitting there like, where the hell are all these people from? And then they would finally get to their Scare Zone and be like, oh, I get it. But like, if you don't know the movie, you're just being like, why is kid have a paper bag on
Why
his
is there
head?
an
Why does
upside
kid
down
have
princess
paper
head?
bags?
Yeah, like you don't
why?
understand who they are or why they were there. Like the only thing that really makes sense was like nothing. It just literally was they threw the characters in a
But I
street.
mean, it's a cult. It's a cult movie.
No, I know, but I'm saying
so they
I'm
probably
excited
wanted
for
to
them
keep
to
it-
actually do. I
what
think they did a great job with the Scare Zone, like aesthetically.
Oh my god, those pumpkins are everything I
it
need
was
in my
They're
life.
gonna have the principal with the kid
Yeah,
in the house.
I know. And then they better have like the chick with the
Oh.
lollipop in her mouth.
Yeah,
Her. And then all the werewolf puppets, because there's gonna be werewolf
yeah,
puppets.
we're getting puppets.
And I went through American Werewolf in London, and I shit my pants because the puppet scared the crap out of me.
That actually just scared me.
So yeah, Trick or Treat because I love
Everything
Trick or
will work.
Treat, and I like pumpkin.
Alright,
Daniel.
my number one, very obvious. Stranger Things. It was the first house that was announced, and I shit my pants.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
I didn't.
Ignorance.
Sorry.
she'll learn, but
You're going to today.
it's everything that I ever wanted. Yes, that's it.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
See.
The first season is
I'm literally just gonna be
so
fangirling.
superior.
Literally, I'm gonna be you in American Horror Story last year.
like looking at everything
Yes,
being like,
they're- oh, Cordelia. Kyle.
Adam Levine.
That's funny as fuck.
Making them laugh every time.
You should try.
Kathy.
So that's our preliminary ranking of Scare Zones and houses, and this video is going to be 1,000 years long as normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only at an hour.
Okay, we'll cut it down.
Really?
Try to cut it.
But
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll take out at least a little bit.
so the four of us will be there on Halloween and November 1st,
Halloween.
and we will maybe post some updates the closer we get. Possibly, we'll see. I don't know.
Especially from the tour.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. No, there's going to be a whole video from the tour.
One takes.
A whole video. We can't vlog in there, but we can take pictures in certain rooms that they let us. So there'll be a video. And I'm going to bring my Nikon so they're nice pictures. They're not like crappy little phone pictures. They'll be nice pictures on a DSLR. So we will make a video about that and our experience and how we feel, if it's worth the money, all that crap. So yeah. Thanks for watching our really long HHN 28 video.
See you in a couple months.
Bye.
With spirits and smiles.
Bye.